The very first time I seen him, he done something remarkable for a middle of May foal. He put his head down and he walked with unbelievable stride length to him for such a young foal. Usually what happens with a foal that young when they go to a foal sale is it all gets a little bit much for them and they put their head up in the air and they act very immaturely and very babyish, which is natural, but he was a real professional every time I seen him at the Tats December foal sales. I suppose in comparison to some of the foals around him, he was a small foal, but he was ample size for his date of birth. He had a good head on him, very good walker, very correct limbs, looked to have a very good temperament, great outlook to him. You know, in general, he's a really pretty hard horse to fault. He's a very correct, very good moving, quality colt. I think we were pretty pro the pedigree. It's an outcross, it's out of a Dutch Art mare. I think we seen for the last 2 decades that Galileo worked very well with speed on the dam side, so we felt that there was a strong chance that Frankel would do the same. She was a proven producer, a pretty exceptional mare. It's brilliant to see Juddmonte buying in the market, and all credit to Prince Khaled's family. You know, when Prince Khaled passed away a few seasons ago, the family have taken over the responsibility of continuing his legacy, and they recognised quick that we need to invest in some new bloodlines, and males and females, and they took the decision to go to the sales to buy horses, and luckily for us we were able to go and put a list of horses together and, you know, put forward them lists, and luckily enough we fell on Chaldean. Once the hammer dropped, he came back to the farm, Juddmonte Farms in Ireland, and he was reared with the rest of the Juddmonte homebreds, and he was a pretty unremarkable foal, a stroke yearling, very good temperament, never had a snotty nose, never caused any aggravation. He's just one of them horses that was there every day, very easy to deal with. He was ridden every day by a girl called Gabby. She absolutely adored him. He was just a pet. He was like a pet. He found everything very easy to him. So, you know, it's not a surprise that he was able to go on to be a top-class horse, because in his early years he was a very natural horse. It's amazing, within weeks of getting there, Andrew was pretty pleased with him. He thought he was a very nice colt, and when he ran the first day, he sort of said, look, this is a very nice colt. Experience might beat him today, but we have an exciting horse for the future. He ran a brilliant race the first day and then built on that and won well the second day, and hasn't looked back since, thankfully. He's doing well. Andrew's very happy with him. I spoke to him this morning. He's cantering away well. The plan is to go to Royal Ascot for the St James's Palace, and hopefully with normal progression we'll encounter different ground on the day, but I don't think that worries us. You know, the horse has won on good to firm ground, he's won on good to soft and soft. I think he's pretty uncomplicated ground wise, so hopefully we'll go to Royal Ascot with a good chance. If you'd asked me pre-Guineas, I would have said a mile was his limit, but coming out of the Newmarket, I thought he hit the line very, very strong, and I'd fancy later in the year that, you know, 10 furlongs will be within his compass, and, you know, we look forward to hopefully trying it. If Ascot goes to plan, well then we'll definitely look towards the Juddmonte International. Prince Khaled's family will decide come the end of the season, you know, whether he stays in training or whether he retires. Either way, we're just very lucky to have him, and it's great to be part of the story.